Love, light, and blessings. This is Shamanic Awak Priestess here. And I wasn't going to make a video this week because it's Mother's Day. But due to recent events that happened like a week ago, um, I just felt in my heart that I should make a video this week instead of skipping this week, because I was going to make a video like next week after Mother's Day and everything, because I am taking Mother's Day off. Because it's Mother's Day and I want to see my son, who does not live with me. He's grown and he lives on his own. But I want to, he wants to see me. I want to see him before he goes to work and all that beautiful stuff. So I want to spend time with all four of my children, and I can't do that if I'm working. So, yeah. But anyways, I wanted to make this video because I wanted to wish all of my subscribers happy Mother's Day. To all of you guys who are mothers, being a mother, it doesn't have it's not a 9 to 5. It's a 24 hours 27 days a week job. Okay. And I wanted to say, like, I got you, I understand you, and I want to wish you all happy Mother's Day. I hope that you guys get to spend time with your children or your significant others, spouses, partners, lovers, whoever it is that you're going to be spending a Mother's Day with. And if you're by yourself, maybe this video will help you. So, I don't know what I'm going to title this video or where this video is going to go, but I use this channel also, like my daughter said, as a journal, because I do like speak my mind and everything. So for those of you that don't know, and this has to do with the video, I'm always talking about my African descendancy through my mom. And yes, I have Taino lineage through my mom. But the majority of my Native American ancestry actually comes from my dad. My dad is 100% Taino, okay? And I did learn a lot of spiritual things, not just from my mom's side of the family, but from my grandmother, so his mother, because she did practice things before she converted into Christianity. So did he before he went into fundamentalist Christianity and that type of thing. My dad became a pastor, all of that. But so my dad recently passed away, and I've just been kind of processing that. It's not your typical, like, if your parent passes away, because my mother was and always will be my mother and my father. My mother was married to my dad. They were together. They had me. And also my sister was from a previous relationship, so he was like a stepfather to my older sister, but he pretty much abandoned his family. My parents separated, and he went with somebody else, and that happens. People separate, parents get divorced. The only thing is, when my dad separated, he literally wrote me and my mom a Dear John letter. Like, he literally said he didn't want anything to do with me and my mom. Long story short, my dad was absent most of my life. Like, there were no visitations, child support. He went on to have another family. I've never heard anything from him. I was 5 years old when I finally got my legal last name from my dad, because my parents separated when I was a baby. So my mom just kind of put her name on the birth certificate because he just didn't even want to sign it. Like, it was just a whole drama show. And yeah, technically speaking, I should have had his last name because, hello. But in other parts of the world, you have two last names, so it's like the woman still keeps her last name. It's like different than in America. Just saying. Anyway, moving on. So I'm not gonna get into all of that. So my dad tried to come back when I was 5, and he tried to get back with my mom, but he was like married with other children. Wasn't in my life for 5 years, 4.5 years, because they separated when I was like a baby. And my mom didn't want to take him back, which is like logical. And he just always was bitter because my mom just didn't want to be back with him. And then he came back into my life when I was 16. And I thought, oh, finally I'm going to have a relationship with my dad. And that didn't happen. Like, he gave me like a like a secret phone number, and it turned out to be like a fax number, and just never made contact with me. I had like major surgery at 12. He was supposed to go to that. I can count in one hand how many times I've seen my biological father. And I didn't have like a stepfather growing up either. That's just, my mom was an actual like single mom. I didn't have, because some people they'll have like, oh, but I had a stepfather and that was like a father to me. I didn't have any of that. And so, it was hard. My mom had to be mother and father. She migrated to this country. She didn't speak English. She did whatever job she had to do. I was a latchkey kid. But that's the thing, like, Mother's Day was always very special to me because I would celebrate both things. To me, my mother is and always will be my father. And I have a lot of respect for mother in general, but I wanted to kind of give a shout out to all the single mothers out there who are doing it by themselves without anybody financially supporting their children, working 2 3 jobs just to make ends meet. Like, I see you. I am a divorced single mother myself. And it wasn't until I became a single mother that I really understood the sacrifices that my mother made just to make sure we had food on the table, that we had an education, that we were disciplined. And like I just finished telling my mom before I made this video, I am the woman, the mother, and the spiritual person that I am today because of her. And I just wanted to make this video for that I appreciate you. I'm thinking about all the mothers, and I'm thinking about all the single mothers who has to raise sons by themselves. It is difficult being a woman and raising a son by yourself and having talks with your son, talks that you always thought their father would have with them, talks about things you don't even understand, you know and protecting our children and having to parent 24/7. Because I remember when I did have an active father in my kid's life, yes, it was hard and I had to work on the marriage, but I still had someone to talk to about the children, someone to share the first monumental things. And when I went from that to being just by myself, it's a lot to take in when you can't sleep at night because you don't know if they're going to like pretty much lock you out of your house and evict you. Because even if you're going through financial difficulties, if you're married, you have that person. If you have a healthy marriage anyways, you have that other person to lean on. When you're sick, you have somebody to take care of you. I know a lot of my friends, one of them, she had cancer and her husband took care of her. But when you're a single mother, God forbid you have that same cancer and you have little kids, who's going to take care of you? And then sometimes, and that happened in my case too, the older kids have to take the burden of taking care of the younger kids sometimes because there's not that extra parent. So a lot rests on the shoulders of single parents in general. And I was just reading a stat. There is, according to 2020, 8.5 million single mothers out here. And I just wanted to wish you guys a happy Mother's Day and to tell you that you are appreciated. Sometimes society judges you harshly with terms like baby mama. They try to make it seem like single mothers are ghetto or didn't make right choices in life without actually knowing that person's backstory. It takes a lot to raise children on your own, to be responsible solely for them financially, emotionally, mentally, and physically. I look to my spirits every day when I just feel like I'm going to falter or when things get hard. I remember the first time I was in the presence of Yemaya, she's that mother figure, she's the mother of humanity. And there's been so many times I've cried to her in her altar, asking her for strength and guidance when my kids were younger. And I would question, am I being a good mother? Being a mother of a disabled child, just being a mother of 4 children and all of them having their own individual needs. You know what I mean? I would look to, I remember when the Madama came into my life, I would look to her and I would ask her guidance. I still do. These are just great spirits, and just some of the spirits. Danto as well. Danto is literally the patriot law of single mothers. And when I see Danto, I see my mother. My mother is this strong, beautiful black woman that I love her. And I never saw her like really break down. And now that I'm older, she's like, no, I used to cry myself to sleep so many times, but I never saw that because my mother was just this strong presence in my life. She's my best friend. She's my everything. And if I'm half as good of a mother that she is, half as strong as she is, half as amazing as she is, then I've achieved a lot in my life. And I just wanted to say that I'm holding space for all the mothers, for all my single mothers out there, for just all my mothers in general. Thank you for what you do, because we are raising the future. Our children is going to be the future of this country, the future of this world. And it's a beautiful thing when children grow up with strong female types. Yes, there's certain disadvantages supposedly in society for having only one parent, but I see it different because my dad missed out, and he's passed away, and I have to process that forgiveness for all the years he wasn't in my life, for all the years he's missed my children, and what impact that had with me, with my relationship with men. But one thing he could never take away from me is that because of the situation that I was born into, because of the situation that he put our family through, I was able to grow up being a strong, independent woman. I got to have a strong, independent woman as a role model. And because of that, he made me the woman I am today in his own abandoning way. Because I learned to be strong, and I learned to depend on myself. And I learned that no matter what life throws at you, we got this. So if you ever think that you're not a good mom, that all you can do is your best every single day. No one is perfect. So celebrate on Sunday being a mom. Enjoy your day. Beautiful, happy Mother's Day to all of you. And I thought I would do like a couple of little pull a couple little cards and see what does Spirit have to say. I think I'm going to use Psychic Tarot of the Heart today. Just pull a couple little cards, just like a community reading, and see what Spirit has to say. What message, Spirit, do you have for this beautiful community? For anyone who needs it, maybe someone grew up without a mother figure, or someone is a single mother, or someone is a mom in general, just going through their own personal thing. What message do you have for this community at this time? So I get Spirit saying that this is like the Tower card. So it's like, no matter what you lost, no matter what you've been through, like this is the time for you to rebuild yourself. Spirit's talking to me too, hey? So this is your time to rebuild. This is your time to rejuvenate. This is your time to heal. This is your time to let go. This is your time to, even if it's like having a conversation with someone else, or even a conversation with you, like internal dialogue, and letting go of those things that no longer hurt you, or letting go of anything that anybody has ever said to tear you down. Okay, society likes to tear people down, women down, single mothers down, mothers in general. They're also telling me that it's time to let go and release. That's beautiful. And the last card I'm going to pull is Seek the Truth. I like that. So breaking through all the facade, the lies, the deception, and getting to the truth. So this is time for you to work on yourself. Okay, if somebody's knocked you down, it's time to get back up. Let go of whatever sadness, whatever no longer serves you, and seek your truth, stand in your truth, stand in your light. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. So that is your message for Mother's Day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video has touched somebody, and I try my best not to cry because I've been very emotional with my mom and everything, but I'm okay. I just literally wanted to dedicate this video again to all the mothers out there. To all the people that maybe you weren't born a mother, but you took on other people's children or adopted children, or aunties that are kind of like mothers or grandmothers who are raising their grandchildren. And to my single mothers out there, thank you. Thank you so much for every single thing that you do for your children. Much love, much light, much blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And until the next video, bye. And if you want to work with me on a one-on-one basis, shamanic.iworkpriestess.com, shamanic.iworkpriestess.com. And again, happy Mother's Day.